Hi there, Jeff, Allison, and Mayor. This is your video lesson for today. 3 things I want to talk about. I'll go down the list. If you have questions at the end or want me to look at anything, feel free to shoot those on over and I will do my best to answer. So cool, let's get to it. So the first thing is off of guitar practice. I know you don't have a guitar with you in Florida, so this will be probably useful for down there. What you'll do are dino chomps or circle fingers, so I kind of use this interchangeably. And what we're going to try to do over the next course of a while is get Mayor to make a nice circle finger. That way when he puts his fingers on the fretboard and we can get to that step later on, when you put your finger on the fretboard, you want to have a nice circle finger right here. So we're going to get him used to doing that right now. So what we do to set that up is what I call dino chomps. Now our dino chomps, we don't want to chomp like this right here. We don't want flat fingers like this, right? What we want to do is we make nice big circles. Oh, before I forget, you want to first draw on his fingertips little dots, so right on the tip of the finger right here. So a dot on his fingertip right here, on his pointer, on his middle, and then on his ring. Don't worry about the pinky right now. Sometimes they'll want to do the pinky, but it's not really necessary at this point. We usually don't do that until they're working on the Tune Nightly row when we're starting to do pinky push-ups. So don't worry about the pinky right now. It's not super important. We do pinky push-ups later on to get that finger going. So you have your first finger right here, and you have Mayor make a big, nice, big circle, chomp like that. So I would say the kids will do like dino chomp, like chomp, and chomp, and chomp. Like I said, you're gonna see a whole lot of this right in the beginning. You'll see like flat finger, or like you'll see like them mashing their fingers together. See if you can just have just the pointer finger, the first finger, chomp, second finger, chomp, and I'm getting right on the tip of my finger. There's very little room for error when it comes to classical guitar and putting your fingers on here. If you land a little bit flat fingered like this, like that note might sound okay, but this guy over here will not sound okay. So that's why it's important to make sure that we practice our circle fingers, even though we're not going to use it for a little while. I can imagine it's going to be several months before we get his left hand fingers on there. We want to spend this time now getting his hands ready for that. That way when we do put his ring finger on the note D on the second string, when we get ready for our Twinkle Surprise, he'll have that technique already under his fingers. So, all right, going in. Number 2 is sitting position. Review from last week. What we did last week, if I back you up a little bit here so you can see all of me. What we did last week was we had Mayor stand with his feet together here. I'll back this up even more so you can see me better. So we have our feet together like this, right? And what we want to do, I use my little monkey toys, right? A barrel of monkeys, and I put one under his foot right here, right, for his feet together, and then I put another one over here next to the footstool. Don't worry about the height of the footstool quite yet. We'll figure that out when you guys are in the studio next. You can just pick an arbitrary setting on there, and then what you can do is you put a monkey right next to here on the footstool. So the footstool should be on his left-hand side, and you put the monkey there, and you tell him to move his foot and step on top of the monkey. We only want to move the left foot here, so the left foot comes straight out here like this, right? And the feet together. He did really well with that last time, so I'm not too worried. Sometimes the kids will do this, and then they'll come this way. You want to watch out for that. Right here, feet together. All while doing this, making sure that you have some sort of turn-based game. If you go, hey, it's time for guitar practice, go grab your guitar and let's do this thing, right? They're not going to want to do that. If you get a game out and go, okay, we're going to play tic-tac-toe or some sort of like game where you move your pieces around in a circle or something like that. I've done things as simple as just draw a big circle on the paper and then like make a gold track, and then like he picks out a game piece, and every time he does a really good foot on top of the monkey, he gets to move his game piece, and you'll get a chance to steal your turn by doing more repetitions. Like I said, those things are how you motivate them to get them to do what you want them to do. Like no one under the age of 8 or 9 is going to want to walk in and start practicing the guitar because they have this internal drive to do so. That doesn't really exist too much. And sometimes you do see it, like say if a company comes over, they want to show off, like you see that, but that's not really what we're after right there. That's just like a showing off sort of thing. So you have your feet together, right? And then foot to the monkey over next to the gas pedal, and then the next thing is launch pad. Now you'll open up his seat. You don't want it super high. Like I said, we'll adjust all the heights in here. so make it so it's like, what you want is it to be kind of like if you were to sit in a chair and the height of the chair. So for me, like this is a good height to play guitar with right here. My knees are a slight slope right here. My thighs are on a slight slope. You don't want to have him, for some reason the kids want to sit on the ceiling, right? And but if it were up to me, I'd sit as low as possible for stability's sake. So set that chair so that when his feet are on the ground, he can do this, and his thighs are like this right here. Like I say, you don't want him super high up in the air. All they want to sit, you don't want to sit as high as possible for some reason. Anyway, so you'll be up in this position. So once you get the chair height set, and then what you'll do is you'll launch pad, and he'll just simply just sit down with his feet on the ground here like this, right? And then stand up, and then launch pad. And you'll say up and then back, forth, up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, if you find that his feet are moving around, what you can do, you can put little toys on top of his feet, and the goal of the game is to see if he can stand up without dropping the toys off of his feet. If he can do that, he gets to move the game piece on the board, or whatever game you happen to be playing. Gets another turn at was a Risk or something like that. I don't know what game he likes. So and this leads itself into like our first little performance piece thing, which is People on the Bus. So it's this little song I like to do for the young ones. It's people on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down, right? People on the bus go up and down all through the town. And so that's a little song that I'll teach him. There's different steps. So door on the bus go open and shut. When we get the guitar in his lap, he'll practice opening and shutting the door. We'll explain all what that means later on. But for this week is review last week's steps of foot towards the gas pedal, and then a launch pad up and down, up and down. People on the bus go up and down. You can sing that song to him. And then lastly, the thing to work on is names of the fingers. So with our left hand, we want to name the fingers. And so we have pointer man, middle man, ring man, pinky man, and thumbkin. Right, this is what I call them. And there's a little song I like to teach is Where is Thumbkin? It's to the tune of Frere Jacques. So where is Thumb? So have him put his hands behind his back. Where is Thumb? So first thing you do is explain like those fingers. Give him one at a time. Don't try to give them all at the same time, right? I would just do Thumbkin first, right? So what's the name of this one? Thumbkin, right? So say it again, say it a few more times. Thumbkin right here. Then put your hands behind your back. Where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Cool, so you do that with each of the fingers, slowly adding one on. Like I said, don't try to do them all at once. Then he'll get confused and he'll just start guessing his stuff. So just one finger at a time. If you find he gets it really quickly, then just keep on moving forward. If he needs to review what this one's called right here, then you review that finger, right? And then why is that important is because if you notice on the guitar, my son's guitar that you're borrowing, there's a little circle there's a little dot right here. So what we'll do is we'll do tabletop. By the way I build this thing is just kind of like the railroad, how they built the railroad. Start on the two ends and we're working our way together. And so right now we're working on getting into the chair, and we're gonna work on tabletop position. So what I do is I have that guitar sitting out in front of my son, for example, and I go, okay, hands behind your back, and then we go, where is Thumbkin? We put the Thumbkin game, right? And then Thumbkin on, I can't remember what color, is green dot, right? And he'll land his Thumbkin right here on green dot, right? So hands behind your back, Thumbkin, green dot. Thumbkin, green dot, right? And then we parachute, and then we're starting to play with our pointer man right here. That's why it's important to know those names. Awesome. So work on those three things for me. Like I said, if you have questions, want me to look at anything, feel free to shoot a message on over. If not, I'll send another video next week. It'd be super helpful if you sent me over something just so I can see kind of like what you're working on. Like I said, a lot of the stuff you can do in the hotel room while you're, I think if you're staying with family or not, but while you're waiting for breakfast or something like that, you can maybe play a couple guitar games. Like I said, it's not practice for 20 minutes, every day. These kids' brains are malleable, right? So for him doing a couple repetitions is like you doing it for an hour. So like I said, doing a little bit every day will add up to big results. Not trying to do like one big session right before your lesson, right? That never works. So, all right, I'll see you guys same time next time.